Hello, I'm Pyrexian and welcome to Endless Legend 2, and this time it's the early access of this game. So yeah, right now we're currently 10 or 11 updates into the game since the demo was released, and I did do a playthrough of the demo on the channel earlier this year. So there are more videos to check out. But now we're back to it, and I've been really excited to check out how much better the game has become since last time. And I'm just really excited to jump back into this world because I just love having a fantasy 4X game to jump into. But yeah, so I hope you guys will follow along. I haven't really played since the demo, so I had to jump into the game and refresh my memory a little bit here. But hopefully we should be fine. I mean, you're going to have to learn the game together with me anyways. Hopefully it's not too bad. I will do my best to explain my thought processes as usual. But yeah, I asked you guys which faction you wanted to see, and yeah, it's a little bit of a spoiler here, but here are the results. And yeah, as you can see, it was really close between necrophages and lost lords. But necrophages won out in the end. So yeah, we're going warmongering this time around. So we're basically going to be playing a heroes game in a 4X game. So yeah, we are the insect creatures of this planet, of the Cyadan. So, confined to the depths ages past, the Cyadan swarm has only just emerged to the surface to establish a beachhead on one of the world's windswept islands. Bitter fighting with the bronze plates has occupied their recent attentions, but they aim to make up for lost time under the command of their prime, one who stalks afar. Always hostile, always ravenous, the necrophage are a powerful, menacing presence. And yeah, so necrophages are like a perfect example on why fantasy or sci-fi 4X games can get so much more interesting than historical ones. Because they basically have created a faction here that is all about war and needs to constantly conquer more places to consume. So yeah, we have the three main things here. Is the matriarch. The necrophage can only have one city, the den of the queen. This city can grow larger than that of other factions, and units can travel quickly between it and other territories by building burrows. So yeah, because our outpost will be burrows, which you can use to basically quickly teleport between here. So that helps us pushing forward to the front lines constantly. And then we have the devour. So necrophages consume to grow, so they generate corpses whenever they defeat enemies in battle. That can be used to specialize the units, which you can do anywhere even. And they also generate larva units when they win battles. And every fighting, so every war for the necrophages is justified, and they suffer fewer penalties for prolonged wars than other factions. So yeah, we always had the option to start a justified war. I think the previous iteration of this was that they can't be at peace with anyone, but I think they've changed it a little bit here. So that, yeah, we're going to be starting a lot of wars. And it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out here. And I'm thinking that we're going to try out a larger world size here to see how that plays out. This is basically continents, large, and normal is the default settings here. And 6 players, so I'm going to be running them. But Explore is the default difficulty. And as in the demo I did run in Adept. They have improved the AI a little bit, or a bit. I'm not sure how much, but there has been improvements to it. But I think this is a pretty good start to run on. To get some sort of opposition by them and while not being overrun. So we're going to be running on Adept, and I have one of every faction here on the field on the map. And let's see, I'll be yellow here. And yeah, could I? Oh, okay. Customize faction color icon. Okay, yeah, I did pick yellow. There we go. There's yellow, and I went with this symbol. I've been playing a bit of Silk Song, so it just reminded me of that. But let's jump into this and see how it goes here. Got an awesome cutscene as usual.
We have waited in the darkness, slumbering, dreaming, yearning, denied the sun, the land, the flesh of our prey. We have festered in the depths while our hunger grows. Now, though, we see the sign. A new day dawns. Now we will swarm this world. Now we will take what is ours.
Nice. And we get the awesome objective here. Consume Sayada. So, yeah, I just love the concept of these guys. So, it's gonna be interesting. So, Swarm, it is time. Our long dark nights end. Fire in the skies, monsters in the seas. Sayada is awakening once again, my Swarm. Our prey are weak, in chaos, afraid. Let us emerge from the depths and devour all. So, let's begin our legend here. Alright, so time to explore and settle our first settlement here. So, in case you haven't seen this one before, so we start with, we have a hero here, plays with fire, and we have 2 melee units, larvas, which are all in on the offense. They just have offense, no defense. And then we have more of a scout unit, the necro which is a flying unit with more movement, I think. Everybody's 3? Okay, everybody's 3. Okay, you're flying. So we're gonna have to start scout around here to see where we can settle. So we get us found our capital, but since we only have a single city here, I would like to actually find a pretty good spot here. But so far, not the best. Basically, we have a huge amount of science for some reason. Vestiges. Okay, traces of wisdom are found here. Lattice forest, okay. So, I think we're just going to start exploring a little bit here. Hopefully it reveals... Alright, okay, that's 20 food if we start over here. That is interesting, to say the least. Oh, okay, I see why now. Okay, so the map is basically built up of different territories. And, oh right, I forgot to say this. So, since we're playing the necrophages, I'm running on the public test realm. So, basically, the test version of this game, or beta version of this game. So, we have some more updates to the game which are currently testing out. And some of this has to do with the necrophages, how they work with the buildings. It could be interesting to see how that is. But also that territories are larger, but there are fewer of them. But yeah, the map is basically divided into territories, and you can only have 1 city or outpost, or boroughs in our case, per territory. And a lot of the early game would be to find good spots to claim. And right now we have 2 different anomalies, and both of them are Syadan boars, which gives 7 extra food. We have some curiosities here we can explore to get some bonuses. Alright, so that's kind of insane. There's 2 of them at the same, next to each other. So I could have a huge food start. That seems pretty good. 24 resources. And but we won't be able to do that in this turn, unfortunately. All the movement here. However, you get a prepared settlement bonus for every turn you don't settle your town. So don't feel bad about not settling in the first turn here. There's a lot of time to catch up. And I'm just going to explore some more. Okay, what do we have here? A river source? Okay. Oh, impact crater. Okay, but that's a different territory. Okay, I've explored most of my territory. This looks like you're a little bit to the northeast there. But yeah, we could go a little bit more with industry here. But it seems like this space is the one we're going to be settling for here. So I'm just going to end the turn. And then this guy will go over here and settle our town. Alright, and here is our town now. We can start building and actually produce resources. So we have food, which is used to, most of the time, just produce more citizens. So since we're producing so much food, we're getting a new population in 2 turns. And our population is down here, and we can use these to actually decide on where to work. And one other thing with necrophage is that they can only have necrophage population, so as I understand, or at least they can only grow necrophage population. And so these guys are pretty neat. They have +1 dust and also gain a different bonus depending on which work you put them into. And since these guys are into food right now, they're actually gaining 6 food with their necrophages. I probably move them over to artisans. If we cut down, I would lose 1 turn here, but the 5 extra production will make it easier to actually produce something. Alright, so we have a few different things here. We have basically the capital extra bonus building here we can build. Select improvement to build. So we can spend 5 turns here to just build this, which will double. Yeah, basically double our starting income. Or we could start building districts. We only have access to farms, which is +1 food on these spaces. Right, since these are anomalies, I can't build on top of them. They're just really good regularly. And then we have communal habitations, which is a way to increase the number of slots here and the maximum population that is suggested for us to run. Okay, so I think I'm just going to grab the Sanctity of Nature. We're giving me some bonuses here and there. And if I look here, if I move this one over, it's going to take me 8 turns instead. So it feels like it's better for me to just place it here for now. Alright, so you are down there, and you can go grab that next turn. So in the meantime, we have found our minor faction who lives in this area. Okay, so yeah, I think almost every territory has a minor faction, which are smaller, different kinds of creatures, tribes, cultures that doesn't actively try to take over the world as we are doing. And these guys are the Oneroi, so you gain extra health regeneration on units, basically. Okay. And you can also make use of every faction has their own military unit you can get access to, which can help complement your factions. It's hostile for sure, because we haven't done anything with them. But yeah, we can, in order to actually become friends with them, we can do a few different things. We could just bribe them. We could parlay with them to gain a quest. But this faction cannot parlay with minor factions. We're not into that. We're just going to beat them down. Seems like I need maybe a few more troops before I just jump into that fight. But that's definitely something we're going to be doing. And hopefully that will give me some corpses as well, which we'll be able to use in some ways later on. I don't think we have a lot to do right now with that. And alright, we have our town, we have started to build something in the town, and now it's time for science. And the science tree is basically built out of ages. So we have the first age here, and then once you have enough, 8 of them, you can continue onwards to the second year, basically. Okay, it says years, okay. I'm gonna call them years then. And then continue onwards like this. And then we have the final 6th year, okay. So, and they are divided into different quadrants here. We have the gold and production. We have science, I think. It's just said here, discovery, defense, society, and economy. Alright, so we have a lot of these have this symbol that this means that are specific to our faction, because some of our stuff works a little bit different than most, but I think depends here. Alright, so where do we want to start? We do have this, which unlocks a new district, a feed hole, which costs corpses. So I need to find some corpses before it's even worth it to do this, but this can give me a lot of extra food. And resource multipliers when I do the Devour the Land action. Okay, we'll get to Devour the Land at some point. Right, these are the troops we get, and the militia. Alright. Okay, so I would like to get one of these going. I think I need the gold, which unlock that district and also give us some more gold income. And the first technology is free, I think. Or we got some science saved up from being able to... skipping the first turn there. Okay, so I already have this one now, which is nice, giving me some more gold dust income, which is basically gold, but it's actually dust, but that's more of a lore reason. Okay, so we could start building forums to get more influence, which is spent on diplomacy, but also on developing your empires, conquering more territory, things like that. Or we could just go science here to get some more science to help us out. More production is always nice, and this actually gives me more corpses on the capital. I think I'm gonna start with science for now, and then we'll see if we jump into production afterwards. I'm gonna take a little bit of time here to see where it all will end up here. Okay, so we have you. Grab some more dust. Okay, so it's gonna cost me 50 dust here to build my first burrow. Next time I can build burrows here, and at the start they don't really do much except giving me access to a short... Wow, okay. Way to quickly move across the map. So I can use this nest or burrows to just quickly jump across the map here. Okay, I wonder if I should head down and grab that. Okay, it's unfortunate that I need to get through here, and I don't know enough to actually build a bridge. I need corrosive saliva. Okay. Okay. Here is devour the land then. So an army, we can transform an army into a harvesting fury, stripping the entire tile of its resources for the capital. Do you want to use this action? Yeah, okay, so because this has already been claimed, this whole territory has been claimed by me, I don't really need or can do that. We're going to just continue onward here. Okay, this is starting to reveal some places here. We could place a burrow. Okay, so placing a burrow kind of claims the territory. You need to upgrade the burrow into whatever it's called. The next upgrade. Alright, we're on turn 5 now, and this is where the quest appears. Brave New World. Okay, so every faction has a faction quest, and I think that's one of the victory conditions, is to basically follow through the quest line to the end, and then you get like the victory quest in the end. Alright, so for millennia, the swarm had been bound to Sayada's depths, eking out a miserable existence in the darkness. Forays up onto the islands were met with frenzied fighting, death. The bronze plates, fledglings by swarm standards, were the worst, battle-hardened without mercy. Sometimes they even descended, braved the outer reaches of the nest. Of the swarm, only the High Matriarch still remembers Sayada without its seas. Never-ending deserts, vast constructions, easy prey. More than anything, she craves the return of those days. So, we have our main hero here, Prime, one who stalks afar. And then we have she who sustains us, the High Matriarch. Oh, okay. I feel change coming to this world, Prime. The swarm does too. They are restless. Storms, falling stars. Meaning what? Meaning nothing if we do not prepare. Do you want the swarm to fester in the darkness for another 1,000 years? What would you have the Prime do? I mean no slight on your command, we just... Who knows what's coming? Our time is coming. We should be ready to strike. Burrows? Yes, burrows. Alright, so first objective here is to build 2 burrows with one of our armies, and we get 15 corpses as a reward. Alright, so we're definitely heading out to see if we can find some good spots. Add some burrows here. I see a curiosity. I found another curiosity and a minor faction, the Hoy and Ladron. Are they just like one guy? Unlocks Plin and Burlier. Okay, that's a very interesting name here. Plus stability. Like, there's like a happiness mechanic here, which, let's see. Do I have the quest journal? I was okay, there's the research and heroes, cities and camps. Okay. Diplomacy. Here's the minor factions we can have access to. And the victory condition. Story so far. We've started the game. Nice. Looks like we have 2 who hasn't even settled anything yet. Which is interesting. Or maybe they're... No, I'm not sure what these... Why they have so... Okay, they don't really have any city development score. Okay, so they can't really have settled yet. For some reason. Okay, well, I guess I'll find it at some point. Oh, it's up there. Okay, here's the Empire Pro, which can give us extra bonuses once we reach Happy and Jubilant. We gain additional bonuses to all of our cities. So it's good to keep that high if you can. Okay. 15 influence. Okay, that's good to have. Okay, let's see. Do we have a good burrow here? This could give me... food science and production and also some happiness if I wanted to. So I'm going to be placing a burrow here somewhere. Starting to claim this territory, and then we'll get... we need to spend influence to upgrade it into an area which we then can connect to our main town, which will allow it to access all of the resources around. Okay, so this is 16 resources. That's a lot. This is... Oh, wait a minute. This is 18 and some happiness. Why don't we build a burrow here? Is it... I mean, is that good stats? I think that's fine. I'll place a burrow here. There we go. I need to stay here for a turn and then it's done. Okay, so should we just check out the tunneling mechanic right away here? Okay, I can hide the yields. It's in the way and the grids, but I kind of like the grid. Okay, first burrow is complete. So we can spend 100 influence here to evolve it into a nest, which allows it to be attached to the capital. Sparrow do not produce yields. Oh, that's an army. Balanced battle, okay. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to build some armies before we can start fighting. But that'll come soon. Alright, so should I just evolve this into a nest right away? Okay, so enter burrow. Move to another. Okay, so that'll take 1 turn and then we'll appear here. Okay. New district can be built by the nest and destroyed villages can be remain. Oh right, there's 2 different anomalies here. Ah, but this is outside of the territory, which means that I don't get access to it. Ah, interesting. Okay, well, we might as well. Retaining. Transform this world into nest, retaining underground travel for armies while claiming the territory and allow attachment to capital. New industry can build another structure. There we go. Okay, so now this is a part of our main town, basically. Which means that they are adding some of their bonuses here. Incomes, I would assume. Yeah, so food consumption is just what my population is eating right now. Okay, well, so that's interesting to see. At least it allows me finish this one sooner. So I'm 1 turn away. Okay, so you have a ride over here, and it doesn't really cost a lot of movement either. Okay. 15 science, that is huge actually. Okay, we're missing a lot of bridges right now, but I think that allows me to build bridges. Level up when adjacent to the Matriarch's Eye district. And this is just a laboratory, which gives science 2 tabs for each adjacent anomaly. Okay. Alright, we're gonna... I mean, I do have burrows I can just cut through here, but it would have been nice to actually just have a bridge over here instead, so I don't have to go around. Okay, so could I fight here? Depends on if you guys could join in. This is a balanced battle. Okay, maybe we should actually start heading into our first fight here. Alright, so yeah, I still have the tutorials online, or active, is the word I was looking for. So there will be some of these pop-ups, just as mostly as reminders for me. Okay, so you're going to be joining the fight here, which I think is good. Okay, so who are we facing off against? You are flying and ranged. Okay. Quite strong. Okay, so range 3, guitar within 3 tire radius, and defensive aura, giving extra shield. Okay. Okay. Alright, so these guys have joined me now. Okay, so they're going to starting somewhere over here. Okay, so what do we have access to? We have our hero here who has the power slash ability. Deal extra damage per determination, deals extra damage per might, and deals extra damage per hero level. Okay, so yeah, every hero has some base stats, kind of like heroes have in the hero series, which improves certain abilities and skills. Alright, let's see how it goes. Okay, so we definitely should be using the forest here to give ourselves some protection. From the ranged. I think you can see it somewhere here. Dense forest adds 5 damage, and when attacked by a ranged unit they also get the broken focus, so you lose 30% of the damage. Defend. Alright. We can do defensive stances here, which gives me additional defense. Okay. Since I'm not going to attack. Upper ground, yeah. Alright, let's see here. And this will also inflict broken focus on them. Okay, so base attack here. 5% chance to deal critical damage with plus 20 extra damage. Unceasing hunger. Okay. Let's fly past here. And you can join Hunted. Ooh. Here's Hunted. When this negative state active, loses 5 defense per attack received. Encircle. When 3 enemy units are adjacent to you, they lose some defense. Okay, and since they are ranged, they have broken focus. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to attack from lower ground here, but I think it's fine. Yeah, that should be all. Ouch. Okay, we're losing one larva here. Okay, I do have power slash here. Oh, let's do that. I need multiple. Okay, I should get larvas from this fight anyway, so... Okay, now you're in the forest. Yeah, let's move over here. So they're encircled again. There we go, okay. Lost the battle, but we do get a larva as our battle spoils. And some poison salts. A consumable. Which gives me a skill. When using this active skill. Okay, so it's basically the same as my power attack. It just applies vulnerable as well on top of it. Which means that they lose 30% defense, okay. And we got 7 corpses from that, okay. And some experience for our hero here. You have a red, you are exhausted, cannot attack again until next turn. Yeah, makes sense. Same for you because you were a part of the battle. Alright, now we need to decide on where to head next. Probably should grab this at some point. Until it unlocks the Devour the Land. At the same time, it would be nice to access workshops and also get more corpses on our capital. Okay, and there's some screen tearing here, okay. Population gained, okay. Yeah, I'm generating a lot of dust right now, which is really good because the next burrow will cost a lot more. So you can see it cost 120 already. It looks like there's 3 guys in this. Okay, I'm not too keen on going into another fight right away. Okay, that's some science. We'll see. Oh, what do we have here? We have Lord's Archive. Interesting. Okay, we found the Ametrine. More industry. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, I need bridges. Okay, this is super awkward actually. Okay, maybe I should grab the bridges technology here. It would allow me to build temporary bridges, I think. I don't even remember where you do that. But it is possible, if I remember correctly, unless they have changed that from the demo. Alright, so we just finished the building. Which should mean that we have some more income here. Alright, so improvements. This one has been built. Okay. Time for some districts then. What do we have here? We have laboratory plus 3 science over there. Okay. What do you get bonuses from? It's just 6 dust per district level. More dust on tiles containing dust. Okay. And communal habitations, these buildings give more bonus as well. Okay. And okay, so let's start with this then. That and foundation. Yes. Okay. So we basically have a limited amount of tiles right now, and we need influence if we want to expand to more build slots here. And it's gonna cost me 65 influence to grab another tile here. So we're gonna have to need to look into that. For the science. Wait a minute, I just finished my thing in one go. Okay, so far it's pretty. We have a pretty nice position, I would say. There's like the edge of the map, I think. Yeah, cannot travel past the edge of the world in our back. So our main city here is looking very safe, all things considered. Okay, so that actually finished this one really quickly. So let's grab the bridge. See if we can use that. Given how many rivers there are on this map for some reason. I can't even move past here. It's a ridge. Ah, okay. So once you unlock some super powerful things, you can actually raise ridges. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'll send you around here. Okay, I think we're going to be able to speed up things. Okay, so specialized units. Okay. Show specializations. Okay, oh right. Okay, so the larvas can evolve into the next step. Okay, so larva could become a necro drone, which you already have one. And you can see the stats increasing by quite a lot. And we have spitters, which are ranged units. When attacking flying units, they have extra damage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the damage range is increased by a lot. And then we have feeders. What is your thing? When eliminating a unit, recovers all their health. When attacking a juggernaut unit, you gain more damage. Ignore all attacks of opportunity. Oh, so you're kind of stealthy then. Okay, so... okay. And your flyers, you can just move across. Okay, I'm not sure I should do this right away. But maybe that is the best thing to do here. 35 science, okay. 22 food! Oh, wow. I think I could place a burrow down here though, get some science and a whole bunch of food. It's gonna be next turn. Yeah, I don't think you find anything better here. Okay, let's do it then. Okay, so I can fit one spear on my team. They can then be upgraded to corruptors later on. Cruel. When attacking a unit with damage, ignores the defense. Wow. And a little bit more damage, a bit more health. Okay. Oh, here's the tree. Okay. Nice. So we have the Winged Menace path, the Deadly Toxins path, and the Omnivoracious path. Okay, so feeders could continue into behemoths or soldiers. Okay. Slicers. And then the flying stuff could become corpse hunters or rushers, depending on what you want. That's gonna be later on. Okay, did that increase my... Yeah, it did increase my combat score a little bit. Because now I have a proper troop with me and not just a random larva. Okay, maybe as soon as I can just get the burrows done, we're gonna be able to finish this and get some more corpses. That's right. Okay, okay, okay. And then we should be able to... These? Oh, this is regular. Okay. To start, maybe head back. Oh, wait a minute. I can use this burrow to just head back to here or here and quickly head there. Okay. Okay, I need to go the other way then. Okay. Keystones researched. So I have access to bridge and build a dam. Okay, so you're heading down here. Start setting up a burrow. And you might as well join them. Here. Okay, so that is done, I think. Okay, I need to grab 2 more here. Stonework unlocks the district matriarch's tail. That feels like something you should probably grab. District fortification, vision range, damage per district level on defensive and attack range. Oh, so that's basically an arrow tower, I think. Huh. Okay. We have corrosive saliva, which feels like something I should grab. Unlocks an improvement. Traveler's Shrine, which gives more happiness. So if I need a lot of happiness, that's definitely one of the way to go. Okay, I'm gonna grab the corrosive saliva. This feels like something I will grab no matter what. Alright, 2 barrels down. Next step of Brave New World. The swarm tightens their grip on the land, ready to surge out of the depths. And fresh tunnels riddle the earth, connecting the nest to new terrain. Yet a familiar foe looms. Okay, so we get our 5 corpses here. Scouts have sighted the old enemy, those who wear the shining bronze plate. They will need to be eradicated. We've fed well these last days, plenty of dead meat. And now we will have fresh meat too. Fresh meat? Those who wear the bronze plate walk these lands. Our lands. They must die. Okay, so defeat the bronze plate's army. And we will get an armor item here. Okay. Okay. Cloak of the Old Tongue. Defense experts. When defending gains more defense. When outside of battle, adds 1 movement point to all units of the army. Wow, okay, and some health regen. Okay, that is not bad. Okay, how much influence do I need to convert this place? 210, okay. Okay, so defeat the bronze plate's army, they're over here. Favorable battle, okay. Hero has leveled up. Okay, so let's jump into the hero tree here. Okay. So here is the hero, and during the game we will be able to unlock more of these things. But here are the stats. We have our damage and things, and then we have our basic stats here. So, for example, we have might gives extra damage. We have resilience, gains more health. Determination is just mostly for skills, and intuition gives more experience. But we also, depending on the skills, as we can see here in the skill tree, we get to spend some points. So we can either unlock new skills or we can just spend them on more stats. And right now we do have access to power slash. So it will deal damage, it will deal more damage per determination and some extra damage from might. And the rare effect is a greater cleave. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a few different categories by the looks of it. So we have some war combat stuff, warrior skill tree. Right, okay, so you have resilient and heavy hitter. That is interesting. Okay, can I see? Okay, every hero consists of, we have a faction tree, I think, that everybody from that faction has access to. One of these. And then we have different ones. You're a warrior, I think, so you have the warrior skills down here. Death blow. If a targeted unit is eliminated, the hero can act again. Target unit is eliminated, can reuse death blow. That's the same thing. Okay, charge. On an empty tile, teleports to targeted tile. Oh, I can get some extra movement and deal some of the basic damage there. Physical training, just increase my damage passively. Okay, so that's 5 damage and 1 more damage per stat. I do have 17 stats, so should I just increase my damage by 22? Okay, that one feels really strong actually. Okay. When winning a battle, I earn 20 food and even more depending on my intuition resilience. Winning a battle gives more experience. And what do we have here? When gaining experience gives more experience to non-hero units of the army. Oh, this is the one where you mix in other. Capture points. Or they didn't really want to show me. It says warrior skill tree. This is a hybrid between the faction and class. And this is the faction. And this is just generic. I think everybody has this one then. Okay. Okay, I'm going to grab the physical training. So my damage just went up by 30. With 22 with here. Okay, it's a little bit annoying that you can't see the summary somewhere how much it actually gives you. But alright, my damage has been increased by quite a lot thanks to that. Okay, as the attack will be cancelled. Okay, I'm gonna click there because I didn't really want to attack. I'm just gonna look, because we might want to evolve you as well. Okay, should I just try the feeder? Evolve into a feeder, so their damage is increased by quite a lot and they will recover some health if they kill. And they're good against Juggernaut units, which they don't really have, but let's go with that. And we have a lot of different ways. We could either just continue being larva dudes here. Oh, extra damage when in circle, okay. Or we could become behemoths and gain a different, become the part of the Juggernaut skill unit type instead. Okay. Okay, so you get to participate. Sure. This guy, they have 1 range and 1 infantry. Okay. Okay, so they're all the way over there. Okay. Okay, I need to make use of, because I have a lot of flying units that and that's not very good against ranged. Costs a lot of movement. Unless you're flying. Okay, that's good. And then... You can't really attack, unfortunately, but I think that's good. Just hang back for now. Oh. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, but I mean, I do have flyers, right? Okay, efficient against infantry. Here we go. Okay, okay. No, okay. Doesn't seem to be a way for me to actually check. Okay, here we go. Infantry. They deal more damage to ranged units. More defense when defending and when gaining more shield. Okay. Doesn't actually say that flying units deal more damage to infantry. Okay, so let's move you forward, which should put you in encircled. Oh, okay, yeah, my damage is kind of crazy right now. Can I just move over to this side instead? Wow. Okay, I do hope they don't just kill my flyers here. Okay. Okay, good thing. Okay, and your damage. So you lose some of your damage, okay. Can't be done without enough movement points. Okay, so basically tell me that I need to go around. I feel like I'm going to lose that fight. Okay, at least they're firing on different units here. How much does that? Okay, that's a lot less damage. Wow, okay. Okay, so I could fire here. Okay, so is your defense really low? Okay, 21 now only, okay. Okay, so if I move, can you reach and kill this? Nice, okay, full health. Might as well. Alright, quest done. Victory. How did these soft bellies beat us for all those years? Because we were weak. Now though, under your leadership we are becoming strong. So I got some equipment for my hero here, which we're going to equip just a second. And next step of the quest here. We are, yet we must become stronger still. And we will. We even steal the soft bellies' trinkets now, turn them into our own advantage. They are such weak specimens. During this lull we should strengthen our own weakest. So specialize 2 units into necro drone. Ah, I see. Okay. There we go. Found another larva at least. And a flask of dust fire and 8 corpses. And some experience troops. Okay, so now I have a bigger army here. I have to say, the feeder and larva look awfully similar to each other. That's a bit annoying. Okay, what do we have? I think I could either head back. Oh, we have some company back here. Right, I was going to check my equipment here. So I could equip one of these. Flask of dust firepower. When using active skill on a friendly restores extra health. Okay, that's a health potion. And this one gives me more resilience and intuition, which should increase my health by 18. No, 16. And my damage by 3 as well. I got even more stats from that. And intuition gives me more experience. Okay. Nice. Okay, and this should increase the move speed of all this army before. Let's head back. Okay, so units. I can produce more larvas here, but I think just fighting here will give me another larva. Okay, so instead we'll have a district here. It gives me +1 on these. For each adjacent ridge. Oh. I mean, I can build stuff here as well. Need to remember that. Don't have any dust areas. This is another 3 science. And I'm gonna need to expand a little bit here soon. Get some dust all the way down there. Okay, but for now, I think I'm just gonna... I'll place a works district here. Okay, so how does the population look right now? Yeah, speed up the production a little bit. You're not really that great at science. Yeah, but I do need the influence, actually. Need to remember that. We need to get up to 210, okay. Well, it's a classical thing that you want all the resources. Down there. Okay, where did they go? Okay. They hide somewhere. What's happening over here? Swirling flowers of some kind. Maybe it's a hive. Okay, well, that was a quick turn. Okay. There they are. Alright. Oh, multiple. Okay, okay. 204 power. Okay, it's time to do some more fights, I think. And you don't need to participate. Okay, and these guys are flying swarm even, okay. Flying Storm gains extra damage against infantry and juggernaut units. Ignores all attack opportunity, can fly over obstacles and enemy units. Okay. Okay. Instant resolution is a defeat. Oh, wait a minute. Both of them are going to fight. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I forgot about them being able to reinforce as well. Need both of them. Increasing hunger. I think we're just going to charge forward here. Okay, I mean, my ranged dudes are probably gonna die here. At least I can wound one of them. Okay, so I can make you wounded as well. Should start reducing their damage a bit. Ouch. Okay, these are just the regular larvas. Okay, these are the upgraded ones. Feeders. Okay, we need to start clearing out. This is as a can be used more than once per battle, yeah. Alright, that's an attack of opportunity. You're a swarm, so you can just squeeze by. Okay, that's nice. Okay, this is looking really bad. I should have brought my flyers as well. Okay. Okay, I think I can do it from here. Please kill. Nice. Okay. Alright, full health again. I think we can do it now. That's actually huge. Okay, so they're wounded. Okay, I do hope I can. Nice, okay, this is perfect. Oh, man, this is amazing. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting this ability to be this useful. And man, when you're down to this few troops, it's kind of crazy how well it works. There we go. Wow, okay, okay. I got through it somehow. Okay, I did lose my larva and a spirit, but I do get one larva back. 20 corpses. Ooh, a new weapon, okay. And mantle of protection. Oh, right, I forgot about my healing potion. I could have used that one. Okay, so you can join these now. And yeah, I think I've been doing this for over an hour now. We're going to, while I still remember it, I'm going to, oh, you level up. Check the weapons here as well. Okay, so you have power /1 because this is a two-handed weapon, which warriors can equip. Okay, and it gives you access to power /. This is a glass steel pike, which also a two-handed weapon, which instead gives you Fearless Charge. When moving 3 tiles in the battle round, adds more 50% damage to the next attack during this battle round. And Power Thrust. Every effect short line. Strikes target and one unit behind them instead. Alright, I mean it does give me +1 might and this one doesn't, so this is just more damage, and every point of might adds 2 more damage. Alright, and skills. We do have skill points here to place. Okay, would be nice. Food. Do I need food? Gives more experience to all units in the army. This feels like it could be very useful in the long run, and those are my 2 main stats basically when winning a battle. I think I'm fine on abilities. Otherwise, it would probably be like more health, but I do have a lot of health already, so I'm gonna grab infectious here. And now that we picked 2 skills down here, we unlock the next tier for... Oh, I do have 1 more hero point I can use. Whoops. More damage. Wow. I mean, the death blow skill seems super awesome though. So, because I have a lot of damage I could use this. Okay, what's this then? Conducting pillage. Occupation of racing earns dust. Okay. Siege engineer. Conducting a siege adds more damage. Okay. When in battle, add damage to non-hero units of the army. Okay. So that's 10 more damage to all of my units. It's pretty good. Always room for more. When attacking a unit with damaged, adds an extra action token. It's an icon that appears over unit indicating the possibility of taking an action. It is visible if the unit has not attacked or used an active skill during the battle round. Can be triggered only once per battle round. Okay, so this is a passive one because it's a circle. Okay, so you could gain 3 actions you can spend on someone, I think. Smells blood. When attacking you with damage, recover some health. Okay. Termination. Oh, wrong one. This is Vicious Predator. Does not consume movement point and action token. When using this active skill on friendly unit, eliminates the targeted unit. On a friendly unit, I basically eat my own guys here to regenerate a lot of health. Can reuse active skills already employed. Okay, wow, interesting. Outside battle +1 movement is also very good. Okay, so if I attack a unit with damage, I would gain 1 more action. Huh, interesting. Alright, I did spend the points there. Okay, it's just okay, didn't spend when I placed it. I actually spent when I clicked on confirm. Okay. Alright, and with that we've finished up our hero work, and I think it's time to end this episode before I go on for too long. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty okay so far. We still haven't found any opponents, but we're making headway here. I just need to find more corpses, which, I mean, let's just specialize you into necro drone. Okay, I think this one will trigger next turn, maybe. I do hope. And we'll be ready to charge down there. Recuperate. And the turn. Okay, yes, it did trigger. Nice, alright. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far and want to follow along here as we explore the necrophages in the early access of Endlesslegend 2. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like or comment on the video, as it really helps it out. Also, subscribing to the channel makes it less likely that you miss the rest of this series. So that can't be bad, right? But yeah, anyways, until next time, have a good one. See ya!